Hello everybody, welcome to an update. I'm stuck here, so I haven't gone anywhere. I didn't go to Shanghai. I'm probably not going to be able to go to Shanghai. It looks like, I don't know. They're not letting people out of town, so we'll see. I'm lucky I got out of Danyang because that city is now quarantined apparently. I don't know if it's been announced, but they have sealed off the city. My friends that are still there have just told me that. If you get off at the train station there, they don't let you out of the station. You can't even... don't go to Danyang. At least not until the virus thing is over. Because it's quarantine. Which really makes me wonder what I'm going to do. So according to the staff at the U.S. consulate... in order for me to get my son an emergency passport to be able to go to China, or not to China, we want to get out of China, to go to America, I have to go there, so does my wife and my son, and appear in person because of whatever, I guess. I've been trying to email back and forth with them, and that's what they say has to happen. So, in order to get it, I'm going to have to risk everybody getting exposed to who knows what, taking a train because it's impossible to drive there. That's another thing I discovered. Even if I wanted to drive, I can't drive. So, yep, I'm going to have to take all of us. And in the meantime, I'm stuck in this little town. So, I've got a double mask on. My mother-in-law finally decided she needed to go out to get some supplies. Maybe something I said... kind of made her feel nervous, I guess, about the situation. So I'm parked outside of the supermarket waiting for her to do whatever it is she's doing here, and well, it looks pretty bad. That's how I'm looking at it. I guess I'm lucky that I'm here instead of in the city because they're running out of food, and I don't think this place will ever run out of food. Well, I don't know that. Well, and I'm just glad I'm not in Danyang. I don't know what's going on inside that supermarket. I may have a look, but I don't know. The whole situation is sounding pretty bad. I've seen some videos of people, foreigners, trapped in Wuhan. I guess I can be glad that I'm not there, but it's all looking very bad. Even if I travel to the United States, while there isn't an automatic quarantine for me because I'm not in Wuhan or Hubei province, and I haven't been, there is still some sort of 14-day unofficial quarantine, I guess you'd call it, where I have to be under medical watch or something like that. And that's after you get past the flight that's going to cost thousands of dollars for each of us. It's starting to sound pretty bad. I don't even know what flights are left. I don't know what's going to happen. It's just sounding worse and worse. Every day, it just gets worse and worse. I see medical people coming out of the supermarket. Not because there's somebody sick in there. It looks like they're just getting some stuff. Maybe you can see them. Well, you can't really see them past this A-pillar. They're just getting rice and stuff. I guess even they have to have some supplies. But, I'm starting to see more masks again. I still see people in town without masks. I guess they feel like we're far enough removed from it that some of them aren't worried, or maybe they don't care. I don't know. Maybe they don't have any idea what's going on, for all I know. That's hard to believe with the extent that smartphones and things have saturated the market here. I feel like everybody knows what's going on. But, well, who knows? Who really knows, right? Now, I am starting to see something interesting. There's more stray dogs running around. I don't know if I can get a good video of it. Let me see if I can get one here. I see one right now walking in the street. Yeah, you can kind of see them over there, wandering around on the street. I see tons of them now. I didn't used to see that, but today, lots of dogs running around. I guess maybe people feel like the dog isn't as important as the family. I have no idea. I'm guessing that the dog's out and somebody's not here or somebody left. I don't know. Now they can't get back into town, which is what I'm facing again. If I leave, then I'm probably not coming back in here. So, I don't know. It's a lot to think about. If we can even get on a train, and what happens if we do, because we're not coming back here. We'll no longer be able to get back in. So, it has to be a surefire thing. We have to know exactly what's happening. Really, I guess, well, I don't know. Like I said, I just don't know anymore. We could probably ride it out here. I think that we'd be okay. Because, well, you know, this isn't a very densely populated area, so it's easier to kind of keep your distance from people. But at the same time, I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm hoping we'll see the peak of the outbreak probably within the next couple of weeks. And hopefully then it would start winding down and everything can slowly get back to normal. But you never know, you know. What if this goes on for another 6 months? Well, I guess I don't know what to think then. It could be really bad. I hope not. I hope that everybody's back to work soon and the country's moving along and that there's not any lasting damage. I'm sure there's going to be some economic damage from this, but hopefully, you know, it's like the old saying, well, my old saying, eat money, you know, you can always get more money. You lose some money, you can always get more money. So as long as it's not a huge number of people dead, which, you know, any deaths is unfortunate. I mean, lives you can't get back. But money, well, there's always more money. You know, it's not the end of the world. That's not an excuse to go like gambling or something and say, oh, well, I lost. But you know what I mean. So don't go playing mahjong all day, trying to spend your time getting through this with gambling. But any losses, well, you can always get your money back, so it'll be all right. Now, I'd really like to address this hat of mine, since a few people commented on it. I haven't got called a communist sympathizer or something like that. And I don't mean to call somebody's comment out, but no, I'm not. Come on. I picked this up at a tourist shop in Beijing years ago. I just wear it because it's funny. One thing, look, the star is all crooked on it. I think it's the perfect example of communism. They didn't even get the star straight. But I'm not making... Come on, I mean... I know, I'm living in a communist country. I'm wearing a communist hat, but... Come on, I've got a business. I'm, you know... I'm about as far from communism, just like the rest of China. These people are about as far from communist as it gets. This is the most capitalist place you'll ever go. Besides the red tape, they seem to have kept the red tape. You know, it's difficult to start a business sometimes. Not because of money, just because there's so many steps and so many things you have to deal with. But, hey, you know, these people do it, and there's businesses everywhere. Even in this little tiny town, there's, you know, there's 2 KTVs, for heaven's sake. They've got, you're probably wondering, what the heck is a KTV? Ah, my eyes. Well, it's a karaoke place. It's not the same as the United States, but you get the idea. There's businesses everywhere in China. You'd be shocked. If you come to visit and you haven't been here before, well, you'd be blown away by the number of businesses there actually are. It's really incredible. And I hope it stays that way. I hope that after the outbreak is done, there'll be just as much opportunity, if not more, as things start to go back to normal. And, well, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I've got my business here, so we'll hope that it works out. If not, then, well, maybe I'll be looking to make some kind of a transition. But I'm probably always going to be connected to this place in some way. We'll just hope for the best. That's all I can say. I'm really tempted to go in and get some coffee. You know, I have no idea how long it's been since I bought some coffee now. You know, the supermarket in Danyang, when I went back, they had no coffee left. So, I'm probably broke of the habit now. At least maybe if I just don't drink it, I won't need it anymore, you know? I guess you look at the bright side, right? Now I don't need coffee anymore. That's what this plague has brought to me. I don't need coffee anymore. Although right now I'd really like to go get some. It's evening though. I probably shouldn't do that. What am I getting up for in the morning anyway, right? I'm going to drink all the coffee I want. Within reason. Then again, I think if I went in there, my mother-in-law would have a fit. Probably wouldn't want me to go in and risk exposing myself as well as her to whatever disease happens to be going around in this little town. Which, I don't think there's any disease going around in this little town yet. But, well, let's hope it stays that way. Things, like I said, are pretty scary. If you saw my video out on the road, it's really getting nuts out there. And I'm sure it's even worse now. Every day it just gets worse. It's, like I said, I got out of Danyang just in time. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize that Jiangsu province was hit as hard as here. I thought it was worse here, but apparently it's it's worse there, that they're going to close down a whole city. I really should be following this more online, but well, I guess I spent my time not doing that. I was on the road, as you know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, my mother-in-law is taking a little longer than I expected, so I'm just going to have a look. I want to see what this market looks like on the inside. Let's find out if they have a lot of stuff or if it's bare bones now. Well, from what I can see, it still seems relatively well stocked. I don't know what that loud announcement was. Okay, now I see where it's not as well stocked. I see large lines of people, well, kind of large lines of people, waiting at the vegetables, but it still looks okay. Everything looks okay. But wouldn't you know it, they've got no coffee. So, lots of vegetables, a good amount of fruit, but no coffee. Who's drinking all the coffee here? I didn't think Chinese people like to drink coffee. And with that, I'm probably going to end this little video, get it uploaded so you guys can have a little update. I guess if I decide it's safe or there's some way of taking my entire family to Shanghai to fill out an application for an emergency passport, then I'll record that adventure. In the meantime, you can see I'm not going anywhere so far, and I probably won't be for a while, so I'll keep you up to date on what's happening, at least in this little part of China, and hopefully things get fixed soon. So I guess we'll see you in the next one.